Great. Okay, so now we've created our basic drum beat pattern. Let's hear it. Okay, we're going to work with that. Now we're going to create some melodic instruments. And let's see what we can find. I know that I like a piano sound or something of that sort. So there are not too many loop samples here, instrument loop samples, but if I wanted to, I could go into my folder and I can find more loops and samples. But because we're working with just the bare project, in case you don't have any samples, let's pick something from here. Let's see. Left click, hold down. I like that piano. I'm going to drag that in. I'm going to create a new pattern. I'm going to make it 2 bars. I'm going to name that one piano. Great. And then I am going to right click and open the piano roll. I can populate it here if I wanted to, but if you notice, it gives me this little dot here when I populate. Look at that little dot. Goes away. Oh, it didn't go away, actually. But you can't lengthen it and make it longer. So I'm going to highlight that by clicking Command and left click and deleting that. I don't want anything. I want to start off with my own. But before I do that, I want to show you a couple things about this part of the program. This is the play button. This is record MIDI. This is a record MIDI while listening to the song. This is stop. This is draw in the notes, erase the notes, highlight the notes, automation, which is something we'll get into later, quantize, which means snapping the note to the closest note value, I guess, 1/16, quarter note, or etc. We'll get into a little bit more of that in detail. Here we have the note length or the note value as well. A quarter note would be this. If I want it to be longer, I can make it 1 and it'll make it a whole bar's length. If I wanted it to remember what I did last, I'll just put it on last note and it will do whatever the last note I drew in was as far as the length. Um, I'm going to go ahead and start with quarter notes, which I like to use because it's like something that I use a lot and I know that I can always lengthen it, make it longer or shorter. Cut tool, copy, paste, fast forward or enable scrolling through the program. I'm sorry. This will be scrolling through the project. I can enable it or stop it from scrolling so it'll just be static. This is the loops like we did earlier. Right click and command allows you to draw this out. I'm going to go ahead and make it a 4-bar loop because I know I have that. Um, okay, and here we can rewind to the beginning. Here you can make it bigger or smaller so you can view the screen better. We briefly spoke about this. Scales, major and minor and harmonic scales are something that we'll get into, but it's just pretty much saying C, D, E, F, G, A, B is one scale, and for the B scale, the C scale, they all have 7 notes in them and blah, blah, blah. We'll get into some of that music theory a little later, but you can always go on YouTube and look up basic music theory for music production. There's a ton of videos, but there will be one in this lesson a little later on. Here is the chords. Um, Major and minor chords are the basic chords to know. There are a lot of other things here, but for the most part, you'll be able to get away with major and minor chords. So if you don't understand music, using this function will really be useful. Matter of fact, let's go here and use a major chord. Oops, not octave, let's use major. So now I'm going to go with the C chord because it's fairly simple. It's all white keys and all the chords are not the same. Another chord may have a sharp or a flat, which are the black keys. If you don't know the notes on a piano, start at C, count up all the white notes, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then you'll be back at C again, right? Let me go here. you'll be back at C. And that's one whole octave up from the original C. So that's something worth knowing, but you can also learn that on YouTube. There will be a video here for you that you'll be able to go over that with me. And you can also download scale and chord cheat sheets from Google. Okay, so keep that in mind. So let me see. I like that. So I'm going to hit one chord at the beginning of every beat. So let's hear what I have here. It's a little loud for my liking, so I'm going to go ahead and lower that down. Okay. Let's hear it with the music. Oh, let's populate the piano. Doesn't sound like much yet, so we're going to play with this. Let me see. I'm going to Command, highlight all, and I'm going to drag out my chords. Let's hear that. Okay, not too interesting. So let's see. I'm going to highlight the second set because I already know that F and G are the fourth and fifth chords in the C chord, right? So I'm going to just jump right to that. Um, this is something that you'll learn in music theory or in some of those basic cheat sheets that I've mentioned on Google. I'm going to go to the next one and I'm going to go to the 4, which is the F. And I'm going to take, oops, delete that, Command highlight and take this up to the E. Okay, so let's hear what we have now. Didn't like that last one too much. Let's find a place for that. Not crazy about that last one. Let's see. Maybe I'll take it back up to G. Let's check that out with the beat. Not feeling that either, so let's see. It's a matter of playing around and finding what you like. So I'm going to just go back to E because I know it will work. I just wasn't crazy about it. Let's hear it again. So you know what I think I want to do here is I want to switch the G, delete, switch the G and the F. Command, highlight, drag it up to G. Good, let's hear that. Okay, I can almost deal with that, but I'm going to go ahead and bring this back up to the F, and let's hear what we have. Okay, this is workable. I can do this, right? Not great, but workable. So now I'm going to create a little bit of a melody within my chord. This is where it gets fun. So let me see what I have. Okay, so I'm going to take the first chord and I'm going to shorten it. I'm not sure how much. Let's see. Yep. And then, oops, no, that's really small. Okay. Then I'm going to take this off chords, no chords, and I'm going to draw some individual notes here. Let's see what we have. Let's hear that. Okay. I'm going to highlight this section, make that a little shorter, and I'm going to go, let me hear that again. And then I'll try this for the next one. Okay. Right click, highlight, copy. Don't want to make this one shorter. Let me see. What happens if I just put a note there? Let's hear this. Okay. Let's hear that again with the whole track. Okay, we're going to play with that. We may do some adjusting of that later, but for now, I think that's going to be okay.